up?
Fill me on real quick, Townsend. What's going on, man?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So
So
he
what's
trying to.
going on?
We got like I was telling Blue earlier. Blue is the head of his department. Hunter is the head of his department. Who else we
Cruz
got?
is the head of
JT.
his department.
Right,
JT's the head of her department.
right.
Right. Yes, and
So
we're supposed
it
to
ain't.
allow departments to handle their own departments.
That's right.
And then it's your
So
job and my job to come in and clean up the bullshit.
that's right. So we got an understanding on that part. We all understood on that part. I
Okay.
guess the other part is it was a scene at the jury store the other day, and William need to come in and tell his side of the story of what happened at the jury store yesterday. Unless you already know and you already handled
I,
this.
I already handled this. I don't even know why we were having
Oh,
a meeting about it. I took time out of my day as a commissioner to sit down and address the situation and explain the protocol of the police department and how scene command is command of a scene, and it's regardless of rank. It's up to scene command to
wait.
determine how a scene would roll out. There is a portion of that this officer does need to explain, but I kind of stand by what he did on that situation because I'm sure he really felt like his toes were stepped on, and it was a situation in which I addressed the importance of allowing people to even make mistakes. That's a great part of leadership. It took me a while to understand that and to grasp that theory. But sometimes we got to step back and let people make decisions that will go against what we might decide on our own. But rank definitely does not supersede PD directive as case by case and a scene by scene basis.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah, we're talking about a jewelry store where we had a recruit at the door negotiating.
Okay.
We had
All right,
scene
you want
command.
me?
Yeah, go ahead, roll it
I'll
down,
go ahead
man.
and
Roll it
explain
out.
it to
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
All right, it was I think it was day before yesterday. It was right after I came in early due to overtime. I was on a little traffic only, and I started my normal patrol at about 8 o'clock. And right after I started my normal patrol, I went down old Domino's, got me old lava cake, and got me 10 pepperoni pieces and 10 Coca Colas. I was sitting on the side of Elgin Avenue, and upon me sitting on the side of Elgin Avenue, got a call of a jury store robber. So I went ahead and responded down to the jury store because I went on traffic only. I was actually getting paid to do work then. So I went on down to the jury store. When I arrived in the jury store, I was the first person there.
Ain't no way,
So
bro.
I went ahead and marked on location. They advised that we was going to radio channel 1.22. So I went to channel 1.22 and I started doing negotiations. Upon I think I don't know who it was. I don't know these names around here. I don't get too familiar with these people around here. But upon me getting on scene, they advised that they had a recruit that needed to get checked off on some policy. I was like, oh hell, man. So the recruit came up there, me and the recruit. Well, I'm walking the recruit through on negotiation. Um, as I'm walking the recruit through negotiations, I don't know who the hell the guy kept walking or walking back saying that when he don't have a hostage, they don't have a hostage. Are we breaching? Do we breach? He asked that question like 5 or 6 times over the radio. I told him to give me a minute. I called over the radio to give me a minute. So as me and the recruit steady up there talking, um, it end up coming back down. No, as we keep on talking, the I guess Scene Command asked Walker here, um, are we gonna breach? As I'm saying, give me a minute. Walker, Texas Ranger, he decided to go ahead and say, just scratch everything. We're breaching. So they're standing back there at their patrol car. One of them, I'm pretty sure, was standing at the road. They started opening fire on that individual, and I just started walking to my car because at that point I didn't feel safe because of the fact that they were shooting back behind me towards the officer, crossfire like a bitch. So I walked back to my car, got in my car, and went traffic only. And from that point on, I was only doing traffic at the time. I started back doing traffic, and that's what happened.
Yeah, we'll expand on that later in the sometime shortly thereafter. I was back at PD restocking, and I saw Officer Gray, um, Director Blue, Colonel Hunter, and Under Sheriff Dahlia in the office as I was headed to the armory. So I stepped in to figure out what was going on. and the whole situation was brought to my attention. Um, it, I think that time that Cole and Blue were trying to uh, determine what type of disciplinary action might should be taken against Jones for leaving the scene. That's kind of the feel I got from it. I listened to the situation from multiple sides, and as a commissioner, I just reiterated the importance of scene command and how on scenes like that, it's between scene command and negotiator to determine breaching etiquette. Oftentimes, um, when there's no hostage, we will breach, but there are situations in which that doesn't always go that way, and that it's definitely not just departmental policy with no hostage to just kick in the door and take some people out. What I found out later about the situation was the importance of the recruit, the interaction that was occurring between both the suspects and the recruit. Vehicle choice came into determination in the decision to not immediately breach, as the individuals were with a rather average vehicle. Um, and from a community perspective, which is something I try to take into consideration in almost every situation when given an opportunity, I think from a community perspective, the decision to not breach would have been the right call. Um, but I
I mean,
felt like the situation was handled and dealt with. I don't know why it's back up.
and I mean to add on to it, I mean I've been doing this for a long time, and I mean if Walker Texas Ranger want to strike me, I mean I take it because I did walk off of a situation. I mean, but I felt as in I wasn't safe. And if I'm not safe, I'm leaving. Unfortunately, I mean at the end of the day, it's a brotherhood. But I wasn't safe. He put my life in danger by them firing behind me. If anything, I mean stack up on the door and whatever, cool. But for him to go ahead and shoot behind me when I got a recruit right here beside me, it's unsafe. If you don't care about my life, why the fuck should I care about his? I mean, but like I said, if Walker Texas Ranger want to give me a strike, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'll take that. But I mean,
That's,
looking
any
at the
strike,
whole
any
picture,
strike on you, sir, would
hold
have to
on,
come.
money. Now
Now,
I'm
I'm telling
talking
you,
money,
man,
money,
a strike, sir,
money,
sir,
money.
a
I'm
strike would come
talking.
from your department or
I'm
would come
talking
from the
money,
commissioner group.
money. Give me a second. But like Deshaun, man, I've been doing this a long time, man. I took and evaluated the situation. The car that he had it was, it was, it. I mean, we could have caught it with a goddamn, um, a, a fucking pedal bike. He had a slow ass car. It was only him, and I mean, clearly the motherfucker ain't a threat to us. I mean, so I mean, I looked at the situation and I thought it was a good one. Evidently, Walker Texas Ranger didn't. But I mean, hey, that's what it is.
All right,
What Mr.
so I
Walker Texas
wanna I
Ranger?
wanna I wanna interject. First of all, you clearly, I feel like it's amazing that you sit there and clearly you have absolutely no respect whatsoever.
I mean, my shit was running.
Secondly, I never, if we want to go back and review anybody's body cam footage that was on scene, I don't know where you were looking at, but I never fired one shot. I never fired one because the suspects weren't even outside of Vangelico. So what would I even be shooting at? I never fired one shot. And then
Okay,
so my next thing
Walker.
is there was never a strike or anything that was coming from me. The only reason why I was even asked to come into the meeting was because I was on scene. There was a document that was sent from scene command at the time from Bones
That's
to
right. There
myself,
was,
to
there was, there
Smiles,
was, there
and a
was.
couple
Yep,
of
yep,
other
yep.
people. So I don't know where everybody automatically get the assumption because we had issue the other day. Oh, clearly Walker Texas Ranger wants to strike me. That was never even said. I never brought up the idea. I never told anybody. There was, you can ask Hunter, Money, and everybody else in the room. There was never any thought or any idea from me to strike you whatsoever. That never came from me. So let me clear that up first.
So stop putting words in his damn mouth.
Punk.
Hey, he ain't gonna
Puss
say that.
ass William.
Yeah, he hey, look here.
Nah, because I
That's
mean,
what
there's
that's
no
what he
point in me
that's what he's saying. I'm breaking it down for you. I'm breaking it down for you in shorter terms. What he's saying.
We ain't gotta add more to it. I mean, you got that.
No,
boss.
you
got
added
that.
you added
got
more to it.
that.
I'm just telling him what you were saying. Stop putting words in his
No,
mouth,
I'm
puss
saying
ass
clearly
boy.
there's no point in me saying that because you know there's enough disrespect going around. You got that, boss. You
No,
the
we
king.
got you.
Don't worry about it.
Disrespect.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
I want to address the disrespect because we've had several meetings. 3 days ago, Townsend and I had a one-to-one conversation about the level of disrespect that's going on department wide, and we have a zero tolerance policy in regards to disrespect, man, and it's been made known, and strikes will be issued for disrespect. Like at the end of the day, man, we don't have to like one another, but we have to respect one another. It would be ridiculous to think that we're all going to be besties and go hang out after work and have drinks. That's not how life works. But when we in here and we represent the department, we are representing more than ourselves, and we need to have respect one to another. And I would definitely like to stay away from being disrespectful. What we need to be is productive, and we need to find solutions and move forward from it, whatever the situation.
All right. So with that being said, William, his name ain't Walker Texas Ranger or whatever you call him. His name is Director Blue. So
All right, Cordell, I apologize.
But for me to sit here and allow you to call him that means I sit here and allow somebody to call somebody else that ain't their name. So his name Director Blue. We get an understanding on that.
All right, Blue.
I don't know what's necessarily going on with the two of you guys. There definitely seems to be some tension.
Man, listen, man.
It's
Hey, William,
department felt
turn your
like-
badge in, bro. I don't even know why you got hired.
Huh? You looking at the
Man,
wrong
get away
report.
from me, bro.
You're looking at the wrong report. It's the wrong report, man. That's the wrong Jones. That was the wrong way.
I can't stand that motherfucker, bro.
I want cookie.
Motherfucker.
Get your ass down somewhere.
hey, just know I was coming back.
I know you was.
Oh, my
shit.
He was coming to shoot this bitch.
Oh, my mama was coming back, bro.
So look, man, what is it gonna take for y'all to put this shit behind? What the fuck is the issue? Any
So here's my
goddamn
thing.
way? Shit, let's
After
start
the
there,
first
shit.
incident we had, I've been cool. We haven't had no
What was-
issues.
what
You ain't
was
even
the
been in the
first-
city.
What was the first incident y'all
Yeah,
had?
it kind of
They
bleeds
got
back
this
a little
shit-
bit with
Oh,
them.
so
I'm not even
what
gonna
you-
lie.
what you
you
say-
know.
What you
The
say,
first-
Blue?
The first issue that me and Cordell had was I mean I'm
Who the
sorry.
fuck is
Who the
Cordell?
fuck?
Man, hey man, keep
My
playing,
man.
man. I'm gonna go in your shit.
Did you mean Cordon? This was,
No,
he was trying to be fucking
Cordell
funny.
is the
man.
Oh
first
yeah,
one.
he's trying to be
That
funny,
shit.
bro.
No, Cordell is a Walker first name. But anyway, the first time me and Blue had a problem, it was this well-known criminal named Dre. He was out to kill me and Mr. Winslow over there. So we was actually
Hey,
riding
hold
together.
on, bro. Look, stop,
Yeah, bro,
stop,
you
stop.
wildin', bro.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
You
I'm
really
finna-
you
Go
messing
do
up
that in
my
the locker
immersion.
room.
Hey,
Go do that in the locker room, Chief.
You fucking up my immersion, bro.
You really just doing something right now, bro. I feel like you're
What
doing it
I'ma
on
do,
purpose.
I'm finna give you a menu, bro, and you
Step
go
outside with that shit.
Yeah, go step out in the hallway, bro. I'm finna give you a menu and just flip through the mask, bro, until you whatever you need come to you. All right.
Nah, I'm gonna wait. Just go ahead.
All right.
All right, but me
This over here,
and
pants, shirt.
goddamn Dre was out to
Ain't
get
no
me and Carl. We was riding together. Dre had already attempted to kill us several times, and we was handling that situation, taking a report from the mechanic. Blue kept calling me over the radio 5,000 times. Mr. Winslow was back there relaying to him that we was handling the situation. But this man standing back here, PD, calling me 50,000 goddamn times, telling me to come to PD, basically stop what I'm doing to come to PD. But I was in the middle of a situation, and I didn't come. He got mad, and he thought I was wait, he said something to me. He said something about giving me a strike back then, and I basically told him I didn't care, and I just walked off from him. He called it. He said it was disrespect. But I mean, he told me he was giving me a strike, and I turned around and I walked off, and that was the end of that. And that's about it for that one. And he thought I was being disrespectful because I turned around and walked off. But he had made his point. He said he was giving me a strike. I took the strike and I walked off. I mean, that was the end of that. It's like, what else we got to talk about? The strike is there, you know.
Strike
I
fell
mean,
off.
it's
Nah,
Strike
strike-
fell off now.
Strike
it
wasn't
never
even
even
there.
fell off. There never was a
Nah,
strike.
because I flew in and me and him spoke about it. and we came to an understanding with it and stuff. So it was kind of never a thing. And I thought that you
So a
guys kind
strike
of just
never went on a record, but it kind of hung in the air for a little while in respect
yeah.
to the transfer. I got
He
you.
took his
Right, and it was-
suspension.
So
So
it
the-
did have disciplinary effect.
That's why he wasn't in the
Legitimately
city.
did. Yeah. Okay.
But I thought you guys kind of squashed it from there. I seen you guys together, whatever, working in with
Yeah,
each
the
other. You guys got to just
problem
get.
now is,
guys just
apparently
gotta
I'm
try to
getting
just
blamed
work
for this
together.
Vangelicos thing, and again, I never said to give him a strike or anything. You see, there was a whole document that came out.
Let's
by
stop right
Bones,
there for a
so
second,
clearly
Director.
that is my issue.
Let's stop right there for a second, though. You were the one that made the decision to breach. You and I spoke about that, and I know you heard my position, and you understand the police's perspective and position on that situation. And I feel like in the future, that's not a decision that you will make to interject based upon rank or whatever. And so, from our perspective, nobody's getting blamed here. Like there's a situation that's obviously created some sort of something, and I'm still not even sure why we're back here addressing it. Like, I mean,
Oh,
you
it
know
was
what I mean?
it was bought to me when I clocked in.
I mean, it was brought to you. Who was it
I mean,
brought to you by?
The director. He came and talked to me, and he wanted to get off his chest about some issues that was going on within the department that I guess everybody was having a problem with.
So where's everybody that's having a problem, and what are these problems everybody's having?
I have no idea. I just talked to him about the problems that he said was occurring. So, director, you want to tell them how you feel? You want me to tell them how you feel?
I
I mean,
you can-
it
you can
honestly,
speak-
it don't
you-
matter to me.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and get this shit out on the table. Shit.
Well, if
Right,
money
so
already addressed it,
basically, and me and my department,
I ain't
and a
got
couple
nothing but
other people-
time.
I'm not even gonna name a bunch of names, but a lot of people feel like there's favoritism going on within the department. Any decision that is being made by the colonel automatically gets backed up by the commissioner, and we just rolling with all of those decisions. I thought that we were all supposed to be department heads, and we were all supposed to police or discipline or whatever our own departments. But a lot of times it seemed like a lot of directive comes down from the colonel, and whatever he says goes. And if it's something that has questions or whatever, then it's getting backed up by the commissioner. One key example the other day, we've been getting on everybody about radio traffic and everybody climbing on everybody in comms. Everybody knows this is a huge issue. And I had it brought up to me by a couple of officers. There was a scene, I believe, that officers were headed to or already at Humane. Money was sitting there giving directive on the radio. No, actually, we were all in a regular channel. Money was giving directive on the radio about what we were getting ready to do. And mid sentence, while Money was still talking, the colonel jumps on radio and goes, "Hey, all officers over here, go to 1.22 and blah 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 blah." In the middle, Money's talking. Money just stops. And as soon as the colonel's done, Money goes, "All right, you heard the man jump in 1.22." And it's like everybody else is getting jumped on for jumping on people on comms. He jumps on you in front of comms, and then nothing's done. And like I said, a lot of times, especially dealing
That's
with my
not really stepping
department,
on toes, though. You've got a situation where he's asking us to move to another radio channel for Humane, which is not an uncommon thing. That's different than somebody's mid chase saying, "Hey, show me 10-8. I'm stopping for a sandwich."
Yeah, and if I have to remember that situation, we were on like another scene where we needed radio traffic. So that's why I told you guys jump 1.22. This way it cleared up for us. We were able to handle it. It's kind of like we're in a scene too. It's kind of an emergency situation as well too. So if that's what you're talking about,
You think I play favorites? You can kiss my fucking ass. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, I'll shoot you straight. I think a lot of the problem is your department is misrepresented and has been misrepresented from the very beginning, my guy. And part of the problem is they think they have authority that they don't have. And that goes back to a problem that we tried to address a while back. You and I talked about it. Man to man, individual to individual, respectful. And your department was being presented as an elite department that was invitation only, which undermines the way the city was structured, takes away from the one only invite only department, and Townsend even came in on that. And at some point, the idea was that the park rangers were above all other departments. So much so that somebody in your department who was no longer with the department because he was a fucking racist
Oh, shit.
questioned why commissioners should have any input into park rangers whose
Wow.
jurisdiction ends outside of a fucking park.
No.
And nobody in here is shitting on your department. I've been extremely inclusive, and the only thing that I have done is implemented jurisdictional things for every department. City
Amen.
needs to go to city. County should have primary on county things, and Rangers same way. And so, like at the end of the day, if anything, there's been miscommunication interdepartmentally. Nobody has to like me. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to do a job. And I've been entrusted by individuals that know what job they want done. And they could have chose anybody they wanted to fulfill that job.
Hey, Crystal, can you bring Money's blood pressure medication up here? I think he about to bust. All right, bye. All right, I'm sorry, I'm
So,
back.
with that being said, nobody's saying you have to stay in the parks. Nobody's saying troopers got to stay on the highway and can't respond to nothing. That's not what he's saying.
And we made that clear.
Yeah,
No.
I remember us having that conversation.
Yeah, and we actually implemented things for each department, so nobody felt like a single department was being singled out.
Right.
That's why we made LSPD primary for jewelry and robbery, and those things kind of supersede rank 2, because we don't want anybody to feel less important at all, because every department is important. And I told you that day, Blue, your department is one of the most important departments in the entire city because of the fact that you guys are in charge of licensing and monitoring an aspect of the city that is so hugely important. By the way, fishing prices should go up.
Hell
and,
yeah.
and so many of the DOC and new officers and stuff have the opportunity to come in and work with you guys. You guys have the ability to influence every officer that comes into the city. But every department has a specific role. Your guys' role is primarily fish and game, wildlife things. And then we do our best to keep you guys inclusive in regards to robberies and pursuits and other aspects that typically fall to other departments based upon jurisdiction.
Oh, and another thing, so that shirt with the little shirt that they got, that say San Andreas
State police, game warden.
He can wear this shirt, man. It say game warden on it. Like I told him, anybody that come in here, they can read the shirt say game warden.
Yeah, I asked about it, and he brought it up, and then Trooper brought it up to me as well. And I mean,
it was only thing because it said like state police all over it.
Yeah, I did say if
and he had a whole bunch of them running around with it.
I would definitely support state's decision on that, but like, I don't, I really don't give shit about uniforms.
And then the crazy part about it is, I don't hear no crims. Ain't no crims gonna be complaining about, oh, you're a game warden, or you're not a trooper, you're a fake trooper. Ain't nobody finna be saying that shit. At the end of the day, when he put them cuffs on his ass and they
the
see
same
the
thing. Yeah,
badge
we
on
cops.
his waist,
Yeah.
you're a cop.
Yeah.
You're a cop. So with
Sounds
that
to
being
me
said-
though, Blue, like he's trying to go over my head, my guy. That's what it sounds like.
He
That
did.
don't sound like that at all.
It definitely
This-
does.
this-
when your
this
major
is-
complaints are coming at,
No,
basically
so basically
questioning
this is
my
a meeting that
integrity.
I've been trying to have with Townsend. What has it been, Townsend, for like the last week and a half? So basically, when we finally did have the opportunity to have our meeting, he just asked what was going on. I told him about everything. The decision not to wear the shirts was a day ago. I've been trying to have this meeting for about a week. So no, that's not the case. That's not what happened. Again, I would like to not be misrepresented as to what my intentions were or what I was doing. Again, nobody's taking the full facts about what's
then don't
going
lead
on.
off with your complaints being about money supports whatever Hunter does, and Hunter could do whatever he wants. Like for me, that puts my integrity and everything I've ever done on the line
All right,
and in
this
question.
fool.
And yeah, that's
Hey,
I-
PD,
yeah.
y'all in any priorities going on? All right. Fuck that 38. Come down to PD. All officers come to PD.
Hey, Townsend, before we went in there, did you want to talk to Cruz about that DLC officer? He was the other one.
About
Who was the park ranger that she was with?
I don't remember who Cruz. Do you remember who that was?
She spoke to me and she said it was a park ranger that she was talking to that can vouch that she was there having a
Appreciate you, bro.
conversation with him
Is it anywhere
about
I
the
can, like,
about the
a,
kidnapping.
a Dodge Ram?
I need that ranger.
I don't know who she was with.
Mhm.
She gonna have to
What the
come
hell
tell
you
us that
giving?
information.
I don't want, man. I don't
Where's
want no
she here?
chicky nuggies unless it's chocolate milk.
This shit good as fuck.
I don't know if
Yeah,
she's here
that's
now.
Chalky milk.
Hmm?
I don't know about no damn car. I don't even know how that car look.
Oh yeah, what, a Dodge Ram, a pickup truck? I just want to get it for Blue, just for my apologies. Just want to get him
What?
a Dodge Ram. I pay
What?
for it.
If you gonna make me take your vest off and go out back and beat the fuck out of you, man.
I'm
You
trying to
got
tell
all
you
these
shit.
jokes,
Beat the
man.
braids right out
Here.
your head.
Here, bro. Have another
Alright, well-
strip, Paul.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going upstairs. if anybody need me, I'll be working a special case for San Andreas Highway Patrol. It's called Traffic Only.
Y'all meet me.
Yo, you was a dickhead, bro. Yo, why you play the intro?
Meet me upstairs on the third floor.
Hell,
Everybody meet me upstairs on the third floor.
this man put the walker
I'm finna
intro
stick his ass-
on his shit.
His ass gonna go back to DOC.
Hell nah, he go to Rangers.
DOC,
Nah, he could go to the Rangers, bro. We don't need him.
Nah, hell nah.
We
Blue don't want
G14.
his
Hey,
ass.
we G14 classified now, bro.
No, look, I don't. Listen, I don't have no issues with that man whatsoever, bro. You just gotta have respect. I ain't got no issues with nobody.
All right, come on.
It's all good, Cordell.
Come on, we
Go
finna get some
upstairs,
straight
man.
because it's been some disrespect
Alright,
on money
Cordell.
in too.
Hey,
Money been getting disrespect.
Don't forget
Shit,
you.
so
Hey, don't forget you got to speak on the scene command shit too.
what's in command?
Make sure they know like scene command take over scene, you know, and the negotiations
yeah,
too.
yeah. Yeah,
Ah, you missed it.
Warden.
Hey,
Thank you, Warden.
hey, Ward, man. Hey,
What's
Ward,
up,
man.
fool? What's up,
Turn your mouse click down, man. That bitch loud, man.
What you mean?
Miles, meet us
You be like click,
upstairs.
click, sting command, click, 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 click. I can hear you clicking and shit, man.
Can you really?
Bring your ass on, man.
How?
Click right now. Click, say something and do it.
Yeah, that's me right now. I don't even use a click. I use the I use the
it
middle
wasn't
mouse
you.
John.
It was somebody else over here with
yeah,
his mouth open, Paul.
What's a middle mouse, John?
I don't even know. What's up?
Come on.
That side part you got on your fucking head.
Yeah.
Like somebody just took it on the mouse pad and just squiggled the bitch on it. You know what I mean? Cut your damn hair. That's the cop that be wearing fake Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
thug for
purge.
real.
With the purge.
Oh, they in here naked.
What the? You don't
Yeah,
get your ass up.
Hey man, stop doing that.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
keep doing
Here,
that.
having a show.
Stop.
Give her a menu, bro.
From downstairs.
Give her a menu.
She
bro.
look
Do it
normal.
privately. Do that
She do
stuff
look
privately,
normal to
yeah.
me, but she don't
look
look normal to
normal.
herself.
Nah, she don't look normal to me either.
Sorry.
Flip through your mask.
I learned that
Gave
if
it
you
to
do
her?
your shirts like
Hey,
100
Hunter.
times and your shoes about 5, you're good to go.
What's up, bro?
Just so you know, I ain't gonna listen to you now. Just cause you be telling everybody what to do.
Motherfucker.
All right, so we got majority of y'all in here.
What the hell you sitting on?
Your strong ass knee.
That's crazy.
This man show up at the right time every time.
He do, don't he? He do. He do. He show up at the right time. Hey,
Looking all
Give
thin
yourself-
and shit though. Somebody
give
give
yourself
him
a
some
menu.
chicken nuggets.
you yourself a menu and flip through your mask because you kind of pale for us.
All right.
Man, you're looking about 100 pounds.
On the side though, we don't want to see you doing it. Just go to the side.
All right.
All right, so I got everybody in here that's on duty. All right, so this the thing. The disrespect that's going on in PD is stop right here. Stop right here. We got people in high command that's being disrespected. We got people in low command that's being disrespected. And stop right here. If y'all don't want to stop the disrespect, y'all can get the fuck out. We clear?
See.
10-4.
Another thing, scene command. Somebody take over scene command on the scene. That's the person that's in charge.
Yes, sir.
Nobody outranks scene command. If a commissioner is on the scene and the commissioner feels like something egregious is about to be done, that might be an exception. Otherwise, let it roll out.
I'm not gonna never take over scene command. If you, that's up to y'all, bro. Like it could be the first officer on scene can take over scene command. If you the first one on scene, hey, I'm the first one on scene. Ain't nobody here. I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna step up and take over scene command. If you think you can handle that, go for it. But if you get up there and you take over scene command and you get the fumbling a little bit, I expect somebody in a high command position to step up to whatever officer that is and say, hey, you know, thank you for taking over scene command. We're gonna step in a little bit and we're gonna take over. We're gonna help you with that later on. You hear me?
Yep.
Sir.
Oh, you sneeze, William.
Yeah. So if you see somebody fucking up, or they having a hard time, step in there and help them. These your brothers in blue. All this back and forth shit that y'all got going on, that shit stop now.
It's petty.
It's petty as fuck.
Y'all be sneak dissing each other.
Y'all really do, bro. It's the type of shit that don't make it fun for everybody, bro.
It's Romeo Pasta.
That's it. It's the type of shit that make motherfuckers not want to fly in. And that's the last thing I want is people to not want to fly in and have fun. Y'all come in this motherfucker and have fun, bro. All that back and forth shit, that shit dead now. RTO, y'all keep that shit RTO. It should never really be no more than fucking 2 officers in a car together. I shouldn't see 3-4 officers riding together in a car.
And when we get low numbers, man, break up those 2 in a car. You guys you're hurting the department. 6 officers in, we got 3 cars out. That fucking hurts the whole department.
It really do. I shouldn't see nobody riding 4 deep in a car unless you like DEA or gang unit or something. Y'all doing some shit.
You can't motherfucking drive, and ain't no way you should be a corporal, a sergeant, a lieutenant. Like, you got to be able to chase. You got to be able to drive. If you can't drive, man, you might lose some rank. That's all I'm saying.
Anybody in here got anything that we need to talk about that y'all feel like is fucked up in PD right now?
Please address it now. Please address it.
We need to talk about this shit right now. Whatever y'all feel, come on and get it off your chest.
Are we getting COVID masks?
No.
I mean, we're not.
No.
I have a comment to make.
All right, come on.
I just want to say we should have like a meeting on how to do things better.
Are you on shouting?
No, I'm on normal.
Go on, shout for me real quick. And
yeah, we can't hear you over
jump
here.
One time because your voice kind of scratchy for me. All right.
All right, my bad.
There we go. Thank you.
I just wanted to say maybe we should have like meetings like with individuals that you see messing up to teach them how to do stuff that like the right way.
We ain't got to have no meeting about it. Shit, one of the higher ups, a sergeant, lieutenant, or a captain can step to them and let them know where they fucking up. I mean, if you that high in rank, lieutenant and above, if you that high in rank, then you
what
should
I
know.
mean though is like certain situations where we're doing wrong like multiple times, like that scene command that you just talked about, like you know, negotiator, what they're. Because I don't think.
Oh, you mean so? Are you saying like have a debrief after every scenario, every situation?
Not every situation, but like if we see that it didn't go the right way.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
We try to do that, but the city's bopping so much we can't do that.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah,
like right now, if we could go through it real quick on like negotiating and stuff like that, He said Scene Command takes over now, is in charge.
Always has been. It's not even a now thing. It's always been that way.
Yeah, it's always been like that.
So negotiator, when they're there, they're deciding if they want to brief or not. It's Scene Command that takes that charge, or is it the
That's
negotiator?
secret. No, it's look, man. Robbery situations have never changed. They've never been different in my entire time of PD work, man. 2.5 years of doing this shit. Usually, the first one on scene, radios that they've arrived on scene. The first thing they're supposed to do is get a plate lock, which 90% of y'all are not doing, and then they radio out and let that information be known. Usually, responding officers will let them know where they're at, how far out they are. Typically, the first on scene, the way I'd like to see it is they should approach for negotiation, and then the first ranking officer typically would take over scene command. But I have no problem with the first person on scene making that decision on whether they would rather negotiate or take scene command. Our job is to assess people's ability to do the job and to lead. As high command, our job is to assess the leadership abilities of our leadership, because we are the height of leadership. And then the communications that should be occurring should only occur between the negotiator and scene command. It's the negotiator's job to get descriptions, numbers, hostage, vehicle information, approximate time. Scene command's job is to assess that, accept or deny request of demands, and then to align and assign who's going to do what in the chase, who's primary. If it's a situation where they could go this way or that way, so-and-so follows if they go west, so-and-so takes lead if they go east, and nobody should be radioing, hey, how many were in there? Like, shit like that is not supposed to ever be happening.
The reason I say police officer step up when he the first one on there, it make you step up, bro.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody want to be a police officer forever. Everybody wanna spread their wings, bro, and they want to grow.
And that's what I mean. Like, I
saying?
want to learn as much as I can, so I can, you know what I mean? Because I feel I have been dragging. You feel me? That's why I want to learn as much as I can. That's all that was.
Well, if you have any questions, you're free to come and ask me or Dahlia. We're here to help you in any way that we can. If you feel like you need some, hey, shut your mouth, man. So anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? If you ever feel like you need some extra training or just have any questions, feel free to just come have a personal conversation with us. That's okay.
Oh, another thing I need to talk to y'all about. I'm glad we're having this meeting. Another thing I need to talk to y'all about, the police reports and stuff like that, where we've been half-assing and dragging our ass on the police reports and running scene to scene. It stopped today too, because the lawyers and the judges they here, and a lot of these cases getting thrown out due to lack of evidence and shit reports. So make sure y'all filling out these reports. Anybody that go to a call, like say for instance, like we go to a call, like this shit right here. Let's just say 6 of us respond, and it turned out to be a gang war, and all of us respond. And guess what? Every officer that's in this motherfucking room, we need to be in the cells together, trying to figure out what we're gonna charge these criminals with. We're gonna charge them with gang violence. And with that being said, one officer can write the report for everybody in this bitch to a certain extent. We need to find out what weapons they had on them, blase, and we're gonna have to fill out these reports. Which reminds me, bro. That's gonna be hard to do, goddamn, with 50 motherfucking people shooting at each other. Like 20. I don't think we gonna allow
60.
gang on gang. Yeah, it is. It definitely is 60. Thank you. I don't think we're gonna allow like the gang violence to go to court, bro.
Court?
Yeah, the gang violence, the gang on gang shit.
Go to court?
Yeah. You know what?
Court?
Court? You didn't know court in.
Court is you talking? Man, I'm not taking all of them to court.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, we gonna
Like,
put a specific gang violence charge in there. Send their ass to jail. They not pleading guilty. They not getting guilty.
Any gang violence, them gang on gang wars,
they go to jail.
They go to jail. That's an automatic guilty plea.
You ain't gotta ask them about no guilty about none of that.
That's automatic, bro.
And there's a
Can you
jail.
guys put it on
And if
charging there? in the AT?
and if it's going on a lot and it's stopping you from going to stuff like bank robberies and stuff, sit their ass down for a 60 bar. You know what I mean? If it's like 2 or 3 games really going well, I mean
Damn.
not parlay and B Diddy, but everybody I was waiting for that.
Sit their ass down for the 500.
We gotta understand, yeah, and not the little babies either, because y'all giving babies $27,000 murder warrant charge fine.
Or they mama come and get them. Sit their ass down so their mama come pick them
Yeah,
up.
them babies, they ain't got money like that.
Yeah,
And I know
that
they
shit
ain't
hurt.
got money like that because
Ain't no way.
that shit really fucked up the game, man.
Ain't no way.
Look, y'all.
Goddamn bullshit.
$27,000 goddamn dollars. The man lived. But look, but nah, if they in the gang war, man, y'all pull up. If y'all pull up in this Grove shooting it out on their hood with MC or vice versa, bro, get their ass to Zona. If it's too many to transport, line their ass up in the room and ship them off. Ain't no plea, no guilty. Hit them with they find.
What if it's that self-defense type of case? Oh, that's my property.
Yeah, man, forget that. They all
All
going
right,
to
take 'em
jail.
out of jail.
They
All
all
right, bet.
thugs with guns. They going to jail.
And
They gonna have to just learn to take their lick. Yeah.
I'll be glad when gang fucking units start investigating their ass shit.
Yeah, when gang units start doing their damn job.
Yeah.
Man, call me
So
the
y'all
Gumball boy.
saying,
I'm shutting
we
that
gonna
shit down.
Oh,
charging
what's
with
up,
gang
Mr. Once in the Blue Moon?
Yeah,
What's
so,
up with it?
yeah,
Man,
with
we
gang
chillin', chillin'.
violence, but like on bank robberies. So bank robberies, any other thing that's not fucking 30v30, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all filling those cases out and y'all being very detailed on shit that's gonna get the PD sued.
Are we gonna get a gang violence charge though?
Man, it's coming, man.
Yeah.
And until then, type gang violence in that motherfucker. I mean, write gang violence on that motherfucker, and we can read.
Yeah.
We can read. They not going to court though, so it don't matter.
The only other thing that I see from the times that I've been in here is that a lot of the time these reports, when I'm looking at people's file, they still have their weapons license with like 1,000 charges on there, attempted murder with LEO, you know, a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
y'all
violent
gotta grab the
felonies. You
licenses.
guys aren't taking those licenses away. So just, you know, make sure we're taking our time and doing our due diligence to go through that, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna, if I'm on a traffic stop and I see that they still have it, I'm gonna let them keep it, because as PD we need to be on our P's and Q's. So until I catch them doing something, then I'll take it personally, but I feel like that's on us, you know. We got to tighten up.
You should never take a gun license unless it's a violent crime. And absolutely, like if we've got violent offenders, like take the license from them. They're not gonna like it, but take it from them. Same way with repeated traffic offenders. Take their damn driver's license.
Make them get out, walk.
They ain't gonna like it. They're gonna cry about it. They're gonna say you're doing too much. They're gonna call you a hunter, call you a RoboCop, shit like that. But at the end of the day, like, it's a part of what we do. We do try to remain balanced, and we do try to give the benefit of the doubt. And I'm okay with you being lenient when it is justified. Yeah. Which is like a lot of times, like they're talking about doing gang violence. I don't think anybody up here is standing before you in a position of command telling you that you absolutely have to hit gang violence every time. But we have a gang violence charge now. So like we can still be lenient, but don't just give them shit, right?
Yeah, and if
Gotta
this
be
is gang
justified.
violence, make it even across the board. If all of them was involved, sit them all
Hit 'em
down
all
for about
the
the
same
same
damn
time.
thing,
Don't just because one was giving you hell in the cell, don't hit them with 50 extra. You know what I'm saying? That's when it come to us, and I don't want to deal with it, bro. I don't want to deal with it, bro.
Make sure
Yeah, I
we're
don't
not
wanna deal
stacking
with it.
charges either. If they have class 1 and class 2, hit them with the class 2. That's the highest one. No need to stack 1,000 charges on there, honestly.
I don't know, I kind of feel like if they're possession.
I hit them with both of that shit. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to
for
you.
real, for real.
I thought we weren't stacking charges.
Man.
That's
Y'all
not a
had
stack.
said-
It's not a stack. It's 2 different charges.
Stacking is when they got like 3 class 2s and you hit 3
Hit 'em
class
with
2s
3.
twice.
Yeah.
So
Like
y'all
two,
hit
three
them
times.
with
That's
class
stacking.
1 and 2?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, or they done
Hell
shot
yeah.
8 cops and y'all done
And you
tapped
hit
the
'em 8
motherfucker 8
times.
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
That's
Eight.
stacking.
Hey, I used to do that in Florida, man. I used to
guess that
stack them
depends on the
motherfuckers.
I don't put both of them up there. I just hit them with the class 2. I guess I'm lenient then.
Yeah, that's
no, you're not lenient.
I mean,
Little baby got charged $27,000 for a tent.
so look.
No, that wasn't her. That wasn't her. That wasn't her.
So look,
they look alike.
That wasn't her. That wasn't her that did
That,
that.
that was probably
okay.
Valdez, sir.
Well, y'all on the same tree, damn it.
Hey, nah. JT is very lenient with people.
I think one of the only things that kind of confuses me and confuses a couple of others is we get two different people that was involved in the car on a shootout, and then we grab both of them out. One of them got a class 1, the other one got a class 2, a class 1, 16 bags of meth, a meth bench. But we trying to keep their charges together. But the other one had way more than the other person.
You hit him with the right charges,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Hit
the
'em with the
fines are
same
going to be
time.
different.
Mhm.
If it's the same scene, you would jail them the same, but their fines would vary.
Yeah, the fines will be
That's
different.
And their record would vary.
That's it.
I mean, and if it's a situation where you know it's a carload of people, 3-4 people, like you don't necessarily have to keep it balanced. We're talking about a balanced situation when you got groups of violent attacks going on and we're processing 25, 30 people at once.
Right.
That's when it's imperative to make sure nobody's getting bent over, bro.
Why don't you just talk to the
Oh.
to the feds about like
There he
making it
go.
like
There he
gang violence,
go.
like one unified charge, like scrap out the class 2, class 1, whatever, and just do it one unified.
He know how to do it
It's like
though.
one thing across the board.
Yeah, you the one that motherfucker how to do it. You know how to do it.
He know how to do it though, but won't do it.
Yeah, won't you?
Like, so
Goddamn.
basically-
Call me in the morning and we'll go in the motherfucking
basically,
cab
like,
and put it in there.
If it's gang violence and you got 30 different people shooting at each other, like it just be one charge, gang
Hit 'em
violence.
all
Like
gang
fuck
violence.
the class 2, yeah, fuck the
Yeah.
class 2, fuck
Hit
the
him with a
class
big
2, got
healthy
on.
And-
fine.
and-
Yeah,
and
makes
in
it.
that
I ain't trying to act like he's
situation,
smart.
then the
We
gang
knew this
violence-
already.
Yeah,
Then the gang
He just ain't
violence
no- he don't wanna
charge
do it,
needs
bro.
to be
yeah, like he ain't been in the box.
inclusive to
He
minimize
always in the box.
what
Pause.
the fine would
Pause.
be of stacking
Yeah,
together
big
all of the
pause.
other
This
stuff.
dev talk.
Yeah,
This
then,
ain't gonna work when you won't talk. Back up
Yeah,
on me,
and,
little bro.
put a nice little hefty fine
I'm
on
just in the
that
same
and a
boat
nice
as you,
hefty
for real.
penal to it and pause and we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, all right. And one more thing, when a lawyer
He ain't gonna
come
be back
down
for a
to the PD and represent somebody, we gotta if you think about
Mhm.
pay lawyer, you can actually pay that lawyer. 'Cause right
Oh,
now
yeah,
they
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
getting paid
yeah,
for shit.
Yeah, y'all
So let's make
definitely
sure they
definitely do
getting
that.
money.
Definitely do that. When them lawyers come down here, y'all think about paid lawyer and pay them a little bit of money for coming down here.
Does that come out of
The criminals should be paying them. They came down there for them.
I mean,
It's,
What if it's
they
a
got-
defense attorney? What
Yeah,
if it's a
it's a
court
defense
assigned,
attorney.
court
Do we
appointed?
got a scale on how much we supposed to be paying?
I think
it's
just do it
set
one
by the
time.
government.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know if it automatically gave them a set fee or if we
Yeah,
decide
it's
how
a
much
set.
to give
It's a
them.
set amount.
Yeah,
Alright.
give it to them. No, it
So-
give it to them out the
So if
government
they're
account.
asking for an
Think about pay
attorney and they
lawyer?
come down to
Yeah,
themselves,
pay
we
lawyer.
get we
what
got
they
paid
number,
lawyer. Is that what
their
you're saying?
favorite number.
Okay.
No, it's gonna automatically pay them.
Yeah,
I
you
think
just,
it's like
yeah, it's their
1,500, if I'm
favorite
not
number.
mistaken.
It ain't nothing you
Okay, yeah,
typing
no, I
in.
thought we set the fine. Okay.
And then it's going to be up to the attorneys to identify themselves as a public defender. So in a case of a public defender, then pay
Yeah.
lawyer and their ID, they'll auto pay guys. And then if it's a hired attorney, of course that falls to the suspect.
That's right.
Ain't nobody gonna clean this chalkboard. It ain't
It's
dirty. in
definitely
your
a dry
house?
erase board.
I mean, dry, bro. It's dirty though.
It's dirty as fuck.
Yeah, it looks
That's 'cause-
moldy.
When William come up here, he turn around. He leaned up against the
Oh.
wall. He put his
It's
dirty
braids.
braids up against the thing.
Ain't no way.
But,
Are the
uh,
cookie crumbs
other
in
than-
your
Hey,
beard?
look,
Is that
look,
cookie
motherfucker.
crumbs in your
If-
beard?
Hold on, wait
other-
a minute. If I could get Kalani to wash my hair, then I'd be good too.
Oh, hey, we done
we
here.
go with that
We
disrespect.
done
That's
here.
what I
Hey, we
thought.
done here, y'all. We
I'm
done.
gone.
Hit him with the
we-
cookie monster.
We done.
With that cookie monster, goddamn.
I'm gonna go with you. It's just ended.
Come on, recruit.
Sir.
We put the car up. We did. In the front. Being called. You being called. Are you a radio? William?
Hell no. I'm traffic only. I ain't getting no damn radio today. want? You got me. Where we going? Where we going, bro? Where we going, man?